Podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute professional advice. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the speakers.
Welcome to Positively on the Spectrum, our podcast where we put a positive spin on life on the spectrum. Finding your village and navigating neurodiversity. We aren't experts, but we're in it together.
We sure are.
Yep. So this week we are covering stims.
Yeah.
We'll go for stims.
I think that's a big one. It definitely was in our house.
Yep.
And I think we sort of touched on it when we chatted about our journeys, didn't we?
Yeah, at the beginning of our journey.
Yeah, definitely. What do you find?
So for my daughter, she used to hum.
Oh, okay.
Which was cute for about 10 minutes.
I was just gonna say, oh gosh.
And it was quite annoying after a while, be honest with you. And then the hand twirling. Now it is hand flapping if it works in different ways. So she can be excited, she can be worried. So it works on both. With him, there's loads. There's loads. He's just a different kettle of fish altogether. He was the same with humming very, very early on, humming, hand twirling. More recently, he started headbanging. So he'll do that. The same again, he does it for a variety of reasons. So it can be frustration through lack of communication, or it could just be that he just likes it. Yeah. And he's getting input from it, sensory input, and he does it. But you can usually tell when it's frustration or whether it's just self-soothing. And he started clicking.
Oh.
So
like with his fingers?
No, with his mouth.
Oh, right,
so
okay.
It makes a clicking sound, and he only does it now and again. Actually,
that's so cute.
Actually, I think it's quite cute. And chinning. Have you heard of chinning?
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. So he comes up and he puts his chin on your knee.
Right. So okay. So it's like a pressure.
And he does that, and he's been doing that for he could walk. Literally
use somebody else to do it. So does he include you in it?
I doesn't.
Right. So my eldest does this.
Just like taps.
Yeah. Well, it can be a little bit more sort of ferocious than that, but yeah, and it clicks her jaw at the same time because she has always been a teeth grinder. Which I find very difficult, very overstimulating.
It's like humming.
Yeah, but it's something that I don't know if you found, but stims with my eldest are they come in phases. I don't know if it is with your kids, but with my eldest, she'll do something, and especially with teeth grinding, it's something I try to redirect because it's something that's obviously going to affect her health and her teeth. And I've spoken to the dentist about it, and she's very much an oral stimmer, so she chews and bites and will use jewellery, which we found really, really helpful. So it's we've been through so many different types, but we found the best one is like a long piece of Lego, but it's pure rubber around a lanyard type thing, but it's a safety, so it pulls if it gets caught on anything, it pulls off straight away. So that has been massively beneficial. It's helped stop the teeth grinding, but definitely the chinning. So this one, and it would sort of click in her jaw when she would do it. Jumping is sort of jumping towards things, and then spinning within the room and never getting dizzy, which is crazy. And I know we've sort of learnt through courses and things about proprioception and there's 8 senses, 7 or 8, I think it was 8, wasn't it? So yeah, she does the spinning without getting dizzy, but definitely hand clapping, and like you say, on both ends of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So hand flapping when she's really excited, but then hand flapping when she's angry or frustrated or really doesn't want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Which I find really interesting, that something for them can be so versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with us, our emotions and our tone of voice and things tends to go up and down, and you can sort of tell the difference. And I will say, the way that it presents itself, you can tell whether it's
Yeah.
frustration or happiness. Um, but I always find it's I'm almost grateful for it in a way, because I can tell straight
Yeah, it's an
away.
expression, isn't it?
Yeah, and I can tell straight away how she's feeling. Whereas my youngest, who has lots of language and is very much able to express herself and is very aware of feelings, and she'll even say, I'm feeling frustrated and I'm feeling angry, and stomp her little feet and things like that. But when it comes time when I say why, she really struggles to get it out. So the stimming is almost like a placard that says, that tells us how they're feeling, which,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to try and find the silver lining with the lack of communication, I think that's fantastic.
I always remember when she first started swimming lessons,
Mm-hmm.
and she loved the water,
Mm-hmm.
and she was so excited. And honestly, I was just beaming for ear to ear, because she was like a wee bird. I kept thinking she was going to like lift
Take off.
off, and she was so excited. And I loved it. I just could, like you say, an expression of, I could tell that it was that she was happy, and it wasn't that she was like stressed or worried. But she's the same with the emotions. She feels really, is it an
Empath, yeah.
an empath? She feels big emotions.
Yes.
And she doesn't understand why. So we spend a lot of time having to kind of cipher through what's happened
Yeah.
and what's going on, and um, try and help her that way. As she's got older, the stimming, I would say, has reduced, but the emotional side has become more complicated. Whereas with my son, the head banging is a big issue because he's hurting himself. You know, like, he'll headbutt the floor, he will look for hard surfaces. Although he has become quite clever, and you'll see him and he'll go over to something and he'll like kind of try it like gently and go, oh no, it's going to be sore, and then he'll put like his blanket down and then he'll like do it. So he has become a wee bit more savvy. But it's hard to know with his age.
Yes.
What is big emotions and what is necessarily a meltdown.
Yeah.
Where he's struggling, or whether it's just age typical development.
I think so as well. And also because even as they get older, the development is delayed.
Another one with him is the vocal stims.
Oh.
He's so high pitched, like, and especially at a moment we're having a terrible time where he's up during the night and you're trying to keep the house quiet for, obviously, my husband trying to sleep and my daughter for school, and he's like high pitched screaming, happy screaming, like he's happy, but he's like squealing with excitement, and he's just, like you say, the jumping. I keep saying I think he's got springs in the bottom of his feet. How high he can get from any with me having wooden floors, like my husband was saying the other night, he's like, how's that not sore? How high he jumps, and he it does 2 feet at the same time, you know.
Like a little bunny rabbit.
Like he's hopping. Like a bunny rabbit. But the vocal stimming is a new one.
Right.
It's pretty new, and loud.
Yeah. We've got the vocal stimming absolutely with my oldest, and it is loud. And I think she appreciates the reverberation in her bedroom and in the bathroom when she's in the bath as well, because it's so much louder. So she obviously gets a lot of feedback from that. But yeah, generally it happens between the hours of 2 and 4 in the morning, which is fantastic. But luckily, in our situation, my youngest has grown up with it, so she just sleeps right through. Doesn't even phase her. And only one time did she wake up and she came in and she said she's upset, and I said she's not actually upset at all. Like, and I tried to explain it through bleary eyes for her, God love her. I said, just go on back to bed, and if you can go back to sleep, try, and mummy will come in, kind of thing. And I think it's, she's starting to have that understanding. But her stims, obviously, we took a little bit longer to pick up on those, or not so much longer to pick up on them, but longer to accept them as stims. Because I think I touched last time, I thought it was just learned behavior, copied behavior, because she is younger, and when she was doing it is when she was like 1.5, 2, and that kind of thing. Because rocking backwards and forwards is a big one for us as well, like on the sofa, like in the car, things like that, like banging backwards and forwards. The car is quite a difficult one because we need to make sure they're like well strapped in, because if she wants to try and do that, she will try and get out of her seatbelt. So again, stims are great and we should let them express themselves, but we have to consider the safety aspect as well. It comes in phases for us. So the chinning, chewing on hair and like things like that, because it is very oral for my oldest, but it will happen in phases. And there was one time, like, because this chinning, and then I remember her granny saying to me, "Oh, she hasn't done that for a while." I said, "No, she hasn't actually," and she'd moved on to something else. And
yeah, I'll notice it when he begins to do it again. I'll think to myself, "Oh,
oh,
he's not done it in a while."
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's more loud vocal stims and jumping.
Yeah.
And he's got a trampoline,
but
he still prefers to jump off the floor.
Yeah.
So obviously gets more feedback from the
Definitely.
than what he does up.
And does he jump off things?
No.
So like so my youngest is doing that at the moment. She'll come down the stairs and jump like off the third bottom step onto the floor. Or she'll jump off the sofa. We do have a trampoline as well. Obviously, our trampoline's outside, so the weather's not been great for it. But the other day she was out when we'd had that bit of snow, and she was out on the trampoline, and she'd sort of do 3 jumps and the feet would go from underneath her, and she just loved it. She had a great time. But yeah, she's more of a jump from heights and like lie on the back of the sofa and watch TV upside down, that kind of thing.
I feel like for a while he did do the side, looking at the side of his eyes.
I forgot about that one.
He would do that.
In fact,
quite a lot.
My oldest hasn't done that for a while, and because that was constant.
It was the same.
And it did actually sort of, one of her eyes did start to sort of sway a little bit, stray. But it's all been checked out and it's fine. So if that happens, if you've got a child that likes to look sort of either way. In fact, we've got a friend whose wee boy does the same thing.
Right.
And she said his eyes are practically round.
Yep.
The back of his head. So,
but he's not done that for a while. Again, mine's
Yeah.
hasn't done that for a while.
Yeah.
So that's one if he does it, I'll be like, oh, look.
There it is again. Yeah. Isn't it interesting? It's just their little ways of expressing themselves and just like exploring the world, especially with the eyes one, because that is them, and the upside down, anything like that, that is them really like looking at the world slightly differently, isn't it?
Taking more interest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is cool.
Yeah, definitely. And it's all about development as well.
And I can see only starting to line things up now. So we got loads of like small, I don't know, character
figurine type things. Yeah.
And he's lining them all up, and then he'll do that, and he'll be like looking at them, because the way down and looks at them.
Yeah.
Which is quite cute.
Yeah, my oldest does that as well.
Them all lined up over the house.
Yes. Yeah. And don't touch them. Don't ever touch them. You leave them there and they'll come back for them. But yeah, and again, it's noticing things like that helps when it comes to buying them gifts and things that they're going to take an interest in. I don't know about you, but I know that tiptoe walking is a big one. It's not something that we've experienced in our house.
Yeah, us either.
Yeah, but I have heard that is almost, that's actually quite common for professionals to look. So, I mean, we could go on all day, but we won't.
Yep.
So thank you so much for tuning in to episode number 4.
Yeah.
We're getting there. It's really exciting. We're really enjoying it, and we hope you guys are too. We encourage every type and all engagement. And if there's anything you want us to chat about, again, you can find us on Instagram, Positively on the Spectrum, and DMs are always open. Please, if you want to reach out, please do, or even if you've got a question or anything, we'd love to hear from you. And you can comment below on YouTube as well.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.